And hopefully I don't ride into that and it flies over and misses me. Shit. The storm's right on me now. Generally a little bit worried.
You'll have to excuse the totally black screen. I wanted to capture the lightning, but didn't realise I had the camera facing towards my face. What an idiot.
It sounds like it's glided over the top of me, and it's now about 7 to 10 miles or kilometres east of me now, sort of where I came from. But generally for a few minutes, I'm still not 100% relaxed. But for a few minutes I was generally capping myself, because I was like, I do not want to be in a tent, lying on the floor with an aluminium frame to the tent in a thunderstorm. It's the only time that I've actually been scared in my tent. I was a little bit scared then, because that thunder was and lightning was right on top of me, and I could feel the thunder through the floor. That wasn't a very nice feeling, and it's not really gone, but it does seem to be further away. I'm hoping that was the worst of it. It can rain all at once, it's fine. Mother Nature, man. One angry bitch sometimes.
Good morning. So last night was an interesting experience. It passed as soon as I turned the camera off. It kind of had gone. It was about 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock, something like that. But I was generally a bit nervous because I've got aluminium tent poles and on the floor, and it was so big. It was like the biggest thunderstorm I've ever seen, and the whole tent was being completely lit up. And I saw the bolts of lightning when it was over there, when I was pitching the tent, and I was thinking, oh, that's cool, and it just came over. I'm taking my time today. It's only 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, something like that. I've been awake since 5 because the sun's been up. So I've just been chilling out. I'm in no rush. Put some water on my hair. Still feels a bit shit, but it's nice and cool. So yeah, I'm gonna have breakfast, chill out, and then plan where I go. I've either can go up to Kalgoorlie, and see what's up there. Apparently that's quite a good detour. That's what Dave suggested to me. And the flies are annoying me already. That's why I keep brushing myself, because they're just flying at me all the time. Anyway, I love WA. It's just, the temperature's better. It smells of, I don't know, a cross between pine and gum trees, which is really nice. Out of all the states, I like Australia, but I like WA. I just think it's more of what you think Australia is like. Slight detour this morning of 200 kilometres. I'm in Kalgoorlie. Apparently there's a good place to get an all-day breakfast here, or so Dave said, so I'll keep my eye out for that. And I'm going to go see the super pit. I just have no idea where I'm going at all. So I'll go this way. Right, I'm going to turn the camera off, figure out where this pit is. Although it's the world's biggest pit, I've lost it. Can't find it. So stop here in a bit of shade, see if I can find it. Found it. It was only a kilometre away. Some old mining equipment here as well. It is rather large, isn't it? This apparently is also where Top Gear came to do when they did their Australian special. So they raced up here as an Australian special. So I'm going to go and have a look and see what's going on. These are absolutely massive, these tyres, and you can see like the damage is obviously done by driving on them. But even like the little bits, like that's a whole handful almost of rubber that can get ripped off, and obviously almost doesn't phase it. Another big bit. Look at the size of the bead on it. And like, oh mate, it's massive. That's a small tyre compared to what was over there. I think those three over there that I just showed you, this is the smallest one out of all of them.
The size of this bucket is 32 cubic metres. It can hold 70 tonnes of iron ore. It weighs 68 tonnes and costs $1.3 million. It comes from a piece of equipment called a face shovel, and that's worth $18.5 million.
I just make out over the far distance the actual trucks that are moving around. They look tiny from where I'm stood, all the way over here. Can't make the camera too much because I've got it between a hole and a fence. But if I go to that there, give you a sense of scale of how big it is. Here's the back of one of the trucks. So that there, the bucket, 4 of those buckets fill that, and in comparison, if I stand up against it, I come about there. I'm only 5'3", but still huge. Anyway, back to the bike, find some food, and then go back to where I was this morning and carry on the standard route. Well, not standard route, but the route that I was, yeah, just carry on.
Monty's restaurant in Kalgoorlie, honest to God. Maybe it's because I haven't had one in such a long time, but that was the best English cooked breakfast I have had in literally years. $23 well spent. It was very good. Ooh. Yeah, brilliant. It's an all-day breakfast, and they got an all-day breakfast menu. Oh, amazing. Just what I needed. I'd rather spend $23 on a decent, like, cooked breakfast than I would going to see a lighthouse. It's well worth a visit, actually. Seeing the mine and having that breakfast was really good. And this is all the old buildings. Just every one of them is nice and old. Yeah, quite a nice, pretty mining town, which I don't think you normally get pretty in mining town put together. I like it. I like it a lot. I like towns and places with character. I think this has got character.
Seeing as I crossed the Nullarbor yesterday, gets a sticker, and it's gone. No, there it is. This pannier is going to get the bigger one. I don't think I can do this with 2 hands, so give me 1 second. Okay, so this pannier is going to get the other one about there. There we go. There's a massive bubble in the middle. I went off to Kalgoorlie and then come back. I'm now about 60 kilometres south of Nooseman. Going to head for Esperance tomorrow, where I'm going to do some washing and have a needed shower, and then figure out what I'm going to do. I'm absolutely knackered tonight because of last night not having a great night's sleep. I'm just tired today, so tent pitched. Time to have some food and just crash. These aren't our big old ants. It's like jaws are bigger than its head. It's relatively big. I've got my finger next to it. It's a good kind of almost 2 centimetres long. Big old bastard. YHA hostel in Esperance, Legends. I was going to check in for a couple of nights, but they're fully booked, so I can't. But I met the lady, and she's from New Zealand, so I was chatting to her about New Zealand and how I've ridden around New Zealand and the bikes from New Zealand and blah 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 blah. And she let me come in and do my washing and have a shower. Which after 3 days of not having a shower and down to my last pair of boxers, I was massively grateful. So now, it's 1 o'clock, which is a bit awkward because I fancy going to, I quite fancy going to the national park, which is about 100 or so k's away, which isn't a problem, but you go 100 k's there and play it around and 100 k's back. It puts me close to sort of 5 o'clock, which is when I want to stop, because it's dark at 6. So, yeah, I'm going to play around. I think I'm probably going to go there anyway, because why not? And we'll figure out what I do as far as camping's concerned later tonight. I tried to get out Cape Arid, Cape Arid National Park, and it all just seems to be sand. And I thought, alright, well, I'll just have a little bit of a play and see what it's like. I didn't want to go too far down there because it looked like most of the tracks are impassable or closed if it rains, and it's due to rain tonight, so I didn't want to ride down there and then not be able to come back in the morning. So I rode down there. Sure enough, after half a kilometre, if that, it just turned into like 2 ruts of relatively soft sand. So I got through the first 100 metres and then I got a bit of a wobble on, and then it had a big slide, and then halfway up the bank and then fell over. So once I picked it up, pulled it backwards off the verge, and then I went to the back of the bike and I pulled backwards, at which point the handlebars, it came back like a good couple of feet, and I was like, oh yeah, sweet. And then, but I wanted to go a little bit further more. The handlebars turned and then it fell over again. So I picked it back up again, but the other side. I then got on the bike and then very gingerly rode it out without trying to get a bit of a tack zapper on. I got a bit of momentum up because momentum is key in sand, so I got a bit of momentum up, and I was looking well into the distance of where I wanted to go, and it went wobble, 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 drop. And I was like, lifted it up, got back on it again, put it back into gear, and then just basically waddled it out. So I'm going to go to back to Esperance, and next to the YHA hostel was a caravan site. I think I'm going to do that, because although it's going to cost me the same amount wherever I go. So yeah, that's my little update. Adios. Look at this. Riding down the road, I thought, I saw him, and I was like, I've got to turn around. He's got a chain beard, which is still floppy, which is kind of cool. And then he's got some large rear shocks and maybe a Harley or something for arms. Some M10 threaded bar for the middle finger. Cool. Front forks, rear swing arm for the extend the forks. A bit box section. Oh, cool. I don't know what the body's made out of. Oh, they're valves for the spikes and a massive roller bearing. This is cool. I bet that was a fun project to knock up. There seems to be also, close my visor, a bee's nest in there, so I'll leave them to it. Nothing wrong with bees. But yeah, pretty cool. Some big hydraulic things. I don't know what they are. Just rams from something. Stuff you find on a farm. Yeah, cool. And a good old Jack Daniels barrel. I hope that was full of Jack Daniels, because that would have been a hell of a party to drink that lot. Awesome.
Anyway, update what's going on. So I left Esperance this morning, and I had a very nice stay at that at a campsite. It was $30, but it would have been $30 to stay next door in a hostel. So I stayed in my own tent, and my tent's relatively comfortable. Anyway, off to Wave Rock. I've got 200 k's to go, so I'll get there, see what the crack is, whether I can get in and see it today, in which case I'll leave and then find a camp spot a little further south. But I'm going I've come from Esperance like that, and then I've gone directly up to Wave Rock, and then I'm going to almost come straight down and come back towards Albany, where I basically end up rejoining the sort of coast road and then following the coast all the way round to Perth. Oh, God. Good afternoon. So I'm here at Wave Rock. It was $7 to go and view the rock, and it's 4 o'clock now. So for $25 gets me a campsite as well as the entrance fee. So I was like, well, that'll do. And then I can dump all my gear, get out of this kit, and go walk round the Wave Rock without all this heavy kit, which will be very nice. I really want a broom because I'm that anal about the fact that there's all these like little bits, you know, like princess. I don't want to feel a pee under my mattress. Oh, I'm gonna have to go up. So pitch the tent and then go for a walk around Wave Rock, which will be good. Packed my jeans away this morning, and this is how I found them. So maybe I can't wear these jeans tonight. Maybe I'll just wear these with trainers on, or shorts. Maybe I'd wear shorts. Here I am, Wave Rock. Pretty big, 15 metres high, all caused by erosion and water. It's like a graphite, well, it is graphite rock. It's really cool. I'm going to walk around, but there's some people taking photos, so I'll let them do their thing. And I'll get an empty rock, which would be nice. I've left them to it, take their pictures. I'm going to do the hippo's yawn loop, which makes me laugh, because I always think of the very rude joke about a hippo's yawn, withered sleeve, hot dog down a hallway, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to see the hippo's yawn. Oh, I'm such a child. Check that out. These 3 or 4, 1, 2, 3, well, maybe 5, have all like kind of just cracked and then slipped down. Must have been a hell of an event when that happened. That's a bit steep. Let's get down in there. Yeah, look, this piece is ready to go as well, and this, all of it. Wow. It's amazing. It must be a little hole and the water just gets in and corrodes away at it and then cuts it from underneath. I'm probably gonna slide down here and end on my arse. Just see how we go. Survived. Oh look, a hippo's yawn. And if you can see, it's even got like a little lip that comes off the end there, which is cool. Oh, can we climb out? Yes. Let's be cool, kids. Let's go this way.
squeeze is quite tight. One-handed is tricky too. The back of the hippo's yawn. This is the fun part because I don't want to go back down the hole that I came up through. At the same time, I don't know which hole to go down to get to the other one. That doesn't go anywhere. I vote that one because I can see some light down it. How am I going to get down here? See, this is what you all come to watch. Me being a child. This is where being small has its advantages. Whoa. Slippery. Oh, pretty tight. Oh, it's a bit of a gap to stretch to. There we go. Up that hole, down that hole. Kind of cool. Right, there we go. It does look like a hippo with this, like, if there's two nostrils up there. Like yeah. Well, that was the hippo's yawn, and now I'm going to go back to Wave Rock. But what I'm going to do is see if I can climb up a bit of it and walk along the edge rather than just through this foresty track. So I won't bore you with this track. I'll just get there, get up to the top, see what's going on. Oh look, a tourist attraction with these. I'm now at the top and I have no idea how to get down. Not a clue. I'm going to go this way and hopefully I can get round. The directly underneath that tree, pretty much, is the campsite. I tried coming down this side and I got to this fence and I thought, oh damn, can't go that way. Sorry, couldn't help it. I found a clue. So let's go this way, and there's some red markers. Not that I can see any red markers, but I'll go this way. I'm sure they can't let you just walk off the edge. I'm not going to walk off the edge. That would be silly. Ooh. So he said, you're walking along looking at the view and steps off like an inch drop like this and takes me by surprise. What an idiot. That's Wave Rock. I'm on it. It is here, look, you can see it. Hopefully I can walk down this way and down that way and be done, and then I can walk around Wave Rock while it's all empty. Not that way, that's a fatal fall, so keep to the trail. What trail? Let's go this way. Well, made it down. I had this on my list to come and see for 4 years when I was here in South WA 4 years ago, 2014. I was here and I knew about it from about August 2014. So now being sort of mid-October 2018, I finally got here to see it, and it's massive. I'm going to put you over there and I'll film me up here.